Hello everyone, MarvelDCFan here with our next playthrough that we're finally getting around to doing after Sonic Colors and all sorts of stuff. So since we did Spider-Man 2 back in November, I thought it would be fun if for the next LP that we'd take it back to the Arkham series and finally get to doing Arkham City proper, Batman Arkham City. One of the greatest superhero games ever created. One of my personal favorites. Not my personal favorite Arkham game, but it's still the best one there is. So yeah, we're gonna get to it. We're gonna go through all of it. We're gonna do the story, side missions, you name it. We're probably gonna do it. So let's get into it, shall we? All right, so we have we're starting off with the first Catwoman section. So yeah, so just like with Arkham Asylum, I'm playing this on the PlayStation 3, and the copy that I have on PlayStation 3 is the Game of the Year edition, so it has all the content, all the DLC, and we're also, for the purpose of this playthrough, we're going to be showing off skins as we go through the game. And yeah, so it's mostly just going to be for Batman because Catwoman. Well, there's only one Catwoman skin we're going to show off. We'll see it in a later part, but yeah. So damn, Arkham City. This was, God, the hype for this game was just so massive, and like the amount of anticipation for this alone was just absolutely insane. And like I remember back in 2010, like when the VGAs were happening, before Jeff Keighley decided to make it its own show and do all the stuff of the newer years and all that shit. I remember the VGAs, and it was all just like, it was the Spike Video Game Awards, and they had the trailer, they had that story trailer, which was done by Blur, I think. Blur made a trailer, and it was epic. Like, I remember just sitting in my living room watching on Spike, and oh my eyes, jeez, Jesus Christ. And like seeing that trailer was just was like in a whole other world of its own. And then I think it was like, it was early or late 2010, early 2011 when I played Arkham Asylum proper, and I played that game from beginning to end 3 times. Eventually, like, it was a Blockbuster rental, and I eventually got it for myself. And after beating Arkham Asylum, the marketing for Arkham City picked up, and it was just like absolute insanity. The stuff that was coming out month to month, and like it was all just like so many reveals, so many things that was like that they were upping the ante for, and I just couldn't wait to play it. I was so ecstatic. And eventually I did get the game. I didn't get it at launch, which I think this launched in like November 2011 or something. I didn't play it in November. I got to play it a month later. This was a Christmas present. One of the Christmas presents I got. It was like this and Spider-Man Edge of Time for the Wii, of all consoles. Not sure why they didn't go for the 360 version, but maybe it was because it was cheaper. So I'm going to assume that's why. And yeah, it was crazy just having it was funny because the day that I played, like, I played both that day, and like I played a little bit of Arkham City first, and then my brother, I think he wanted to play the game that he got, which was a Call of Duty game or something. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna go play Edge Time, and like so I went off and I played Edge of Time. I didn't get very far. I think I might have gotten like maybe a couple chapters in, like the beginning of the Peter Parker stuff, and I just was like, I had to put it down. I couldn't play any more of it, and I was just like, I really want to go back to playing Batman. So But eventually I got around to playing the rest of Arkham City proper, and it was like, just like with Asylum, it was basically history from there. This, for the longest time, was my favorite Arkham game. I still think, after all of the reviews and stuff that I've done, and the many ports that I played, like the Wii U version, the PS4 ports, the Nintendo Switch stuff, playing this on PC, PS3, Xbox, like, this is for sure, in my opinion, the best Arkham game. It's not my favorite. Asylum is my favorite, but Arkham City is definitively the best one. Like, it is just such a fantastic game from beginning to end. We're going to see all kinds of stuff that, you know, we'll get to throughout the playthrough, stuff to dissect and stuff to comment on as we go through, but yeah, it was nuts. It was nuts, like, how much of this game I played over the years, and, like, because I played a shit ton on the Xbox 360, and, later on I would eventually get a Wii U. I think it was Christmas or Boxing Day 2012, I bought myself a Wii U, and it was a few months later. I went home, to Nova Scotia for, I think it was close to a month. It was a long, long while. And when I came back, Arkham Knight was announced, and I went to a GameStop, EB Games. I think it was an EB Games by then. It switched. Like, it was EB Games, then they switched over to GameStop, and I think now it's back to being EB Games in Canada. But yeah. So Arkham Knight was announced, and like my hype mode was all like through the roof, and like, and eventually I think I had some extra money lying around, and I found a copy of Arkham City Armored Edition for the Wii U, which is something that I wanted to play for the longest time. Like, when I remember when that came out, and it was really exciting, and it was just like, yeah, Nintendo's got an exclusive port of Batman Arkham City, the best Arkham game, and it's got all these armored suits and all kinds of other stuff, and I played that game until, like, I played that a lot too. I eventually got a 100% save file. I had to delete my file the first time because I played all the way through. I got all the Riddler trophies, and I completed the story 100%. I did New Game Plus, and then I decided to do, Harley Quinn's Revenge. The problem wasn't playing Harley Quinn's Revenge. The problem was, which was actually my first time playing Harley Quinn's Revenge, but I'll talk about that whenever we get to Harley Quinn's Revenge for the LP channel, or for the LPs and stuff. But yeah, so eventually I played through it. I didn't get all the Harley balloons, but I wanted to go back and get the Harley balloons later. And and then I came to the realization, which there's a game breaking, like a game. It's weird. You go through the beginning, and before you go through a door as Robin, the game freezes, and it cuts back to the main menu. And I learned that apparently this is a problem on all the copies on Wii U, so I had to basically restart from the bottom. I had to delete my save, and I had to do everything all over again, which I guess I didn't care, like, I didn't mind much, because it was just like, it was, you know, it was whatever. I wasn't really playing anything else at the time, so I was like, yeah, screw it, I'll just play through the game again. And eventually I did all the challenge maps, and I got 100% on that, and like, and yeah, it was nuts. That was a whole thing. And then Arkham Knight came out, and I got a PS4 later, and eventually, you know, I started my original YouTube channel, and then it was right around that time that Return to Arkham got announced, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna wait till Return to Arkham comes out, and I'm gonna play it for the channel and stuff. I'm gonna do a full series, like, playthrough of all of the games, which eventually I kind of did. I didn't, it was weird. Oh, Penguin's talking shit. We gotta go teach him a lesson. Fuck you, Penguin. I want to do that uppercut. You know that uppercut he does on Penguin where it's just like, bam, like uppercuts Penguin and he's just knocked out. If anybody knows how to do that, can somebody explain it to me? Because I've had it happen a couple times, but I've never been able to replicate that. I don't know how the hell you do it. And so if you can tell me in the comments how to uppercut him, please do so, because I want to do that for the next time I get around to playing this. But where was I? Oh yeah, right. I eventually I eventually got Return to Arkham, and I played the hell out of that on PS4, like especially Arkham City. I spent a lot of time playing Arkham City on that. And like eventually like my love for Return to Arkham eventually turned to hate. And like yeah, it was crazy. But yeah. It's interesting my YouTube history with Arkham in particular because like the original channel, it was Arkham Knight first. The year afterwards, it was Asylum. Then the year after that, it was City in 2018. And then it was like, there was so much that was, you know, like when I started LPing Arkham City that summer, I was playing God of War my first time through, and I was going through pretty much the whole game, getting to 100%. And it's like, I didn't want to pry away from God of War just to play Arkham City, but it's like I gotta make content, so. But eventually it took months, but I eventually finished Arkham City proper, and like, it was definitely like, it was definitely a time for sure. You can go check out all my original LPs on the archive channel. You see my horrible like voice quality and all kinds of other things, and it's not great, so. But yeah, and then the review channel, I started the review channel with the Arkham games, and I've gone back to them multiple times. Like I've revisited Return to Arkham. I've revisited. By the time this comes out, I think the revisit for Arkham City Armored Edition is already out. So, but yeah, I played these games who knows how many times from beginning to end on basically everything, console, PC. Like I was happy to play it again when Arkham Trilogy came out on the Switch, and like I feel like a kid in a candy store. Like I played these so much to the point where it's just like I know basically how to speedrun this, how to do it the most effective, how to get Riddler trophies while I'm playing, which I'm not gonna do for this playthrough. We'll sort out what I'm gonna do with the Riddler trophies later, but like, yeah. Arkham has become a bit of an unhealthy obsession. So, I mean, to the point where we have a channel dedicated to Arkham with intensive treatment, which you can go check out over there. And I've done a playthrough of Arkham City on there too. So, or we've done an Arkham City playthrough on there. So, yeah, the content cycle is going to continue for as long as I see fit. If by the time ever a remake comes out for Arkham City, I'm probably gonna play it for content's sake. I'll do a revisit. I'll do an LP. I'll do streams. I don't care. I'll figure something out. And like, yeah, it's a thing that's gonna continue to. It's gonna continue, and it's gonna be like, I'm gonna be playing Arkham till the day I die, and it's mostly gonna be the first two games. Arkham Origins is a whole other beast that I'll get into. I think I'm going to start recording Arkham Origins here soon. Get that ready for Christmas. I know this is months ahead, but the way that things are working out, or the way that I have my timeline planned for the channels, it's better if I just do it in advance and, you know, get to it whenever I can. So, but first I'm going to stick to, I'm going to focus on, doing all, going through, focus for right now anyway is going to go through the main story, which by the time this comes out, by the time this LP starts, I should have the first 9 already recorded, edited, whatever you do for that. So it's going to be a whole process. So we're going to go through all of it here. So the funny story with this is that originally I was going to do a I was going to collect Riddler trophies as I went through the story. And then right after I recorded this first part, I messaged my group chat and they were like, yeah, you should just save the Riddler trophies for later. I was like, okay, well, I guess I got one, so you show off the Riddler thing for later. So, but we're gonna do side missions throughout the story, and just kind of work our way through. I already like. I'm so excited to get to the rest of it. But we'll talk about more stuff in part two, and yeah. But anyway, guys, have a fantastic night. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Take care, everybody.